Hi everyone, my name is Akan and this is my first time ever doing a voiceover over a speed build video. So I'm kinda nervous, please bear with me. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I try my best. If you're new to the channel, then welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not new to the channel, then I hope you enjoy it as well. This build is inspired by grandmas, basically. I was trying to build a house for a grandma who has many hobbies and loves her grandkids very much. They will have the second floor all for themselves. But we will get back to that later because I will furnish it last in the video. And I'm actually not sure if grandma has a grandpa. Like, she was for sure married at some point in her life because there are traces in the house suggesting that a grandpa lived here. For example, I put a fishing rod on the wall because grandpa loved to fish, but maybe grandpa is dead. I wasn't really thinking about whether he's alive or not, so I will leave it up to your imagination. You can say whether he's alive or not, but that's another question and it's kind of horrible to say, so let's not talk about it. Let's talk about grandma. This build is about grandma, so I don't know what you think about grandmas, but I'm genuinely jealous of them. They have the best life. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want. They can spend as much time as their family as they want to, so I can't wait to be a grandma TBH. And this grandma in this build is like very cool because she has so many hobbies. For example, she loves to knit and to crochet. She has these yarn balls all over the house. And she also loves to arrange flowers. She has this table, in the back. You will see it later, don't worry. And she also has a little garden. She likes to tend the garden. And she's also obsessed with gnomes. Some older people have these obsessions with things, for example, I don't know, ducks or like birds or something. And they collect so many things resembling that obsession, like plates, statues, pictures, whatever. And of course, since they lived a long time, they had a long time to collect these things, so they have a lot of them. Well, grandma likes to collect gnomes, and she has a lot of them in her garden, like they are everywhere. So it must be fun at her place during Harvest Fest, but yeah, I'm sure she's friends with the gnomes. I made this build in the cottage living world at the very top lot in the world. I'm not sure about the name, sorry. And I had a hard time figuring out the color scheme. My only guide was basically the front door that I used. And funnily enough, nothing matches that door in this spec. I was looking at windows. I of course cut it out from the video, but I was looking at windows for like 20 minutes trying to find those that are match the door. But there's only these two types of windows that match it, and they like look kind of silly together, if I'm being honest. So I'm not sure if I like them after all, but I think on the final build they look fine. So it's not that much of a worry, but like this color scheme, it was really hard to use. There are not many furniture and stuff like that in The Sims in these colors. Anyways, another thing about grandma is that she loves flowers. Of course, I put flowers all over her house. And like she has these beautiful flower gardens. In my experience, grandmas usually like to keep their flower gardens very tidy and like clean, But this grandma has like many bushes and stuff going on in her garden. So it's really fun, I think. It's really colorful. I like it. If I would be a grandma, I would like to have a garden like that. But you will see later, I will do landscaping in a bit. As you can see, I put flowers on the house as well, and I made it a kind of overgrown. It's because this house is like old, of course. I imagined a little story actually for this house, if you would like to hear it. It's basically that grandma and grandpa, when they were young, they bought this house, or like, maybe not bought, but like got it from their parents or grandparents. I am not sure. Anyways, they moved in and basically lived here their whole lives. And they also have many acres of land. They are They are working in agriculture, or like not working, but they just sell the crops that they grow on their lands, and they are kind of rich. Like this big of a house, you have to be kind of rich for that. That's why they have a lot of stuff in their house, and they didn't really have to work for it. You know, they just were doing business basically. Yeah, basically that's all about Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa likes to fish. That's all we know for about him for now. But I would like to hear your theories in the comments. And yeah, this build was very fun to make. I especially like the garden. As you can see, I'm doing the flower garden right now, and it was so fun to do. I always love to do these overgrown, kind of busy gardens because they just so beautiful in my opinion. I prefer them over a very tidy garden anytime. Another thing that you will see in the build is that Grandma has chickens. So in my childhood, my own grandma had chickens in her backyard. So this is where I got the inspiration from, that she has chickens. But I would like to hear your experiences with your grandparents and what like silly, funky little quirks they had or have if they're still alive, because it's really interesting. For example, I think most older people have a lot of ceramics and like these statues in their house, like these weird animals and stuff that you don't really know where they came from, but like they're just there and they have a lot of them. It's like kind of a family treasure at this point. And I also think that most older people have kind of busy houses, like because they live there so long and the house probably went through a lot of changes and renovations and stuff. There are probably often mismatched wallpapers and furniture and stuff like that, which is, I think, gives a really nice character for a house. I think it gives a lot and tells a lot about the person and their like history and stuff. Another thing that I associate with grandmas is that they love to cook. Like whenever you go to your grandma, you have to eat because you are starving, like your grandma thinks that, but you're actually not. And she cooks you everything in the world and bakes every kind of cookies and cakes and stuff. They are the nicest people. They love to do this for others, and it's really nice of them, I think. Oh, and of course, I gave grandma a bicycle because I also associate grandmas with bicycles because they are always going on either the bus or the bicycle. I have no idea why. I kind of didn't match the color of the rooms. I just gave funky wallpaper and all the colors in the world to them because, as I said, they probably like got a lot of decoration from other people who didn't really think about what color grandma's living room is, so they just give it in any color. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but it tells a story. It gives character to the house. I really like the curtains I used in the living room. And I also made up a little story in my head. I'm not sure if I will play it in The Sims or not, but I had this idea about like a fun challenge you could do maybe. It's called Summer at Grandma's. So you basically make two kids, either boys or girls, whatever, doesn't matter. Just two kids, siblings, either kids or teenagers. I wouldn't recommend toddlers because they can't climb the ladders and their room is at the top floor, so they have to climb the ladder. And they basically come to grandma for the summer. And I don't know, they stop there, like learn to ride a bicycle. That would be like a fun thing to do. Or go fishing with grandpa if he's still alive. or bake with grandma, learn cooking, or tend the garden with grandma, or like feed the chicken and stuff, befriend the chicken. Or maybe they could do like little mysteries in the town, or you can make up any story about this. But I think it's a really cute idea. I remember I spent a lot of times at my grandparents, and it was so fun. I always liked it, especially when I was at my other grandma's who lives in a village. It was always a unique experience. So yeah, you can come up with basically anything, or you could like make it about a child aspiration. So like they come to grandma's and they have to like complete a child aspiration. I'm not sure which. I would probably set up the holidays so they don't have to go to school during the summer. And I would probably give it like 1 or 2 weeks summertime, so they have plenty of time to experience everything they want to. And another also funny little detail I put on the top floor for the kids is the retro console from one of the newer packs. Yeah, Adventure Awaits, I think. Because I think it's so fun thinking that maybe their dad, the grandma's son, had that console when he was a little boy, and they can play with it at grandma's house. Like, yeah, that's just a cute idea in my opinion. It tells a story. I like to tell stories in my builds and imagine how you could play in them and stuff like that. I think it's really fun. But we're mostly getting at the end of the video, so I would like to say thank you so much for watching. It was kind of a shorter speed build, but I hope you stick around until the end, and I am so thankful for being here watching my video. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you want to. I would appreciate it very much. And see you in the next video. I'm not sure when, not sure about what, but there will be a next video. See you soon, bye!